another episode of the Jarbreakers. My name is Jillian.
I'm Andrea.
And I'm Robin.
And we had a big, fun-filled weekend, didn't we, ladies? We're here to recap everything for you. Well, you guys were at the Sisterhood seminar. I kind of came late. And then we had the Miss American Sisterhood pageant. Dun, da, da, da!
You're our queen.
Yay! I did it. I did it. And way under budget, because you want to know what happened? I actually got $125 cash back.
Because you won?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes. So
see, it can be done. You just have to win too.
Oh my gosh.
It can be done. Yeah. So I mean, I spent $175 on entry fee, $175 on makeup. I think I spent I bought like a cute top at Target for fitness wear, which was an optional. So maybe I spent $25 on that optional, and then another $20 on that top. I spent $30 on a bottle of spray tan, and then I got $125 back. Not bad.
Way to go. Way to go.
That's practically free.
That is.
So you proved a very good point that you can enter a pageant for under $500 and win it.
Yes, but the thing that I really had the resources for was a built-in kind of sisterhood that let me borrow things. You know what I mean? Like we went to Autumn's that I spent $6 on my opening number, dress that I wore, which was crazy that we even found because I got a gift certificate from Autumn's for being at the Sisterhood seminar for like $5. It was like a giveaway or whatever. And that dress was $12. So I spent like $6.40 on like my opening number outfit. You know what I mean? And then of course got like a cash back because I won. But yeah, I mean, I spent all in all like $350. So I bought groceries today.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I went to Trader Joe's.
So yeah, moral of the story is you can win a pageant and still eat. God, we are really breaking some ground here.
Breaking some ground. But I mean, I really do think one of the reasons I was able to succeed at this so well was just because, not only do I have like a connection with other women and I was able to, delve more into this later, but borrow a gown from Robin and have Autumn's Closet, have their cocktail hour at the store the night before, and so I was able to find something and for opening number and stuff like that. But I think the moral of the story is, yes, you can do this. If you're thinking of signing up for a pageant, really put your mind into the sisterhood aspect of it and the networking aspect of it if you don't want to spend a lot of money, because that's where your assets are. That's where you're going to be able to borrow gowns. That's where you're going to be able to get deals on wardrobe. That's where you're going to be able to find sponsors. That's, for instance, just at the Sisterhood seminar, not only was Autumn there, but, Michelle with her tanning business was there. Crystal, there was multiple coaches there. Like I got a huge packet, like in our like awards. I have like 3 free coaching sessions with like random sponsors, which is great. Which I could use towards another pageant if we want to feel like doing this again.
Yes.
So it's really, to me, it brought to light the importance of your network and your sisterhood. Even if they're not your best friends, it's still that network of women, because that's how eventually I really did win, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
I do.
I think so. So,
I
yeah,
think so.
I'm proud of you. You did really well.
You definitely deserved it.
Oh, guys, no.
It was so fun, though. It was a fantastic weekend.
It really was. Okay, so let's talk about the Sisterhood seminar before, because I really wasn't there. Tell me about the highlights. Tell me what you guys did, who you met, because I wasn't there. So tell me all about it. This mirror is falling over right next to me. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. I would say it was a little chaotic. I mean, I loved it. I loved seeing all the people. I think the hardest part it was, we had speakers at certain times. We were all in the ballroom together, but then there were booths. different vendors, different people had their platforms there, all sorts of things. But it went out into the hall and then into another ballroom. So it really kind of separated a lot of us. And it was really hard to be at your booth and be at the seminar at the same time. So that was like my one thing that I was like, okay, I can't be in there, but I can be at my booth, or I can be at my booth and, miss it.
Yeah.
But it was, I mean, they had quite the lineup of people talking about all sorts of things, their journeys and, stuff like that. But I think, more so, I got to meet a lot more people that I had never had the chance to meet from the different organizations and systems. Like I had never heard of some of these systems that they were in, and meeting people from different states was super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't just open to the Midwest. I mean, a lot of Midwest girls were there, but
Yeah,
I mean, all the speakers were national queens, which is really awesome if you got to hear them speak, holding a national title, which is awesome, I thought, because there's nothing really like that, like in the Midwest, really, other than
Right.
like just the pageant. We have the pageant event, but there's not really speakers. It's more just like, a runway show and booths again. So yeah, I thought it was a really successful weekend for us as a podcast, but also for me. But
Yeah. Yeah, it was a success, I think. Autumn and I don't know how much Susan was involved with the seminar. I got to be honest with you. I don't know if she was more just her pageant and Autumn
yeah,
was
I don't
more
know
the
that
seminar.
either.
But either way, the seminar was, I thought, wonderful. I had a
mhm,
blast. But overall, I just, I thought it was, I know it was a little, like you said, chaotic or whatever, and I know it was kind of stressful for the staff that was working it.
yeah,
But I thought it was a blast. Like,
I
I
did
thought,
too.
I thought they did a great job of running it,
yeah,
and what they provided to us was great.
Hmm.
I think more women need to get involved with that, because what you're given is really worth being there. I mean, you
yeah,
have Crystal
Oh.
Cavey working with you all day long,
Hmm.
and you
yeah,
have some of the best speakers that have been through pretty much the ringer telling you
Right.
things.
Dazzle
And
Shots was there doing headshots and
yep,
mhm,
other types of photography. They did all of our stage
yeah.
photos and everything like that too. It's like this is kind of the place to be. And I think I even turned to you, Robin, at one point, and I was like, "Where are our sister queens?"
Right. There is, I'm actually, yeah, a little disappointed because
hmm
we have a big sisterhood here in Wisconsin alone. And
Hmm.
I was disappointed in the turnout of Wisconsin queens, because there was a lot of people from out of state that were there,
There were.
and not as many Wisconsin girls there as there should have been. So we need to do better. But also because this was really important. Like, this is a big event for us, and Autumn and her team do a good job of putting this on,
yeah,
and they give back to us.
Hmm.
We need to
A
show
lot.
up. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
we need to be showing up.
Right.
And
absolutely,
so I personally had learned a lot, met a lot of people, and had like Andrea and I were saying, one of the best weekends that we've had in pageantry. And I'll tell you right now, for anybody that's listening, you should have been there. I don't
hmm
know what you had going on, but you should have been there. I
Especially
mean,
yeah,
especially if like you're in the pageant community. I mean, like everyone complains, and maybe they're not complaining now that I mean, I was a title holder, now I'm not. I was, now I am again, I guess. But like for people to complain that there is not a lot going on, like no, that's why they create these seminars for everyone, so you have something to do and something to wear your crown and sash to. And one of the things that I'll always say about Autumn is that if she doesn't have an appearance, she will make one for herself
mm-hmm.
and for other queens. And that's exactly what
yeah,
happened with this. We have the pageant event usually in January every year for the Midwest. You know what? They wanted to do something this fall. There was a lot of NAM girls there. There was a lot of, other little smaller pageants where they all kind of converged on this to use this pageant kind of as like a practice one for other ones coming up, but people were putting their best foot forward for the pageant
Oh,
on
yes.
Sunday. There were some beautiful gowns, and you know what? I met a lot of people from, Minnesota, Ohio that I had never met before, and we
yeah,
gained new followers because of that. And also, it's like, ugh, guys, like, I don't want to hear one more complaint about there not being enough stuff to do as a title holder because
Yep.
the majority of you weren't there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And not, I want to snowball off of that. Those that were there, honestly, I get like money's tight and everything and whatnot. But the whole point of it was a sisterhood weekend. You should have
Right.
been there for the pageant. I'm
Right.
sorry, but you guys missed a really good pageant.
It was a
That
great
it
pageant.
Was
was so
phenomenal.
well run,
Yes.
and the talent and the girls that ran, I was blown away by it, and I feel bad for anybody that missed it because you missed a good show. And Susan did a wonderful job, and I guess I was just a little, no, I'm a lot disappointed that our sisterhood didn't show up to support Susan more. They didn't
Right.
show up to support our sister queens more,
Yep.
and it's not okay. They need
No.
to do better.
Yeah. They need
So
to do better.
I'm going to call out my sisters right now that have like, and then these are the same women that have shown up for me since got into pageantry. I'm calling you guys out. All right.
Mm-hmm.
We go around and we go to your pageants, even when there's only 3 of you competing, we show
We
up.
were there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be showing up for everyone else.
Right.
Okay. It's just the way it is. It's not a one-way street.
No.
Okay. So, and I'm going to give credit to like Fiona, USOA. Oh God, I always forget her title. Is it?
Ms.
She's in Illinois.
Central, Illinois.
It's Central Illinois.
Essential. Yeah.
Mhm.
She shows up for everything.
Yes.
Jennifer
Hair,
Morales was there.
Yep.
hair and makeup, everything. She showed up. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
Fiona, she's also one of our listeners. Nice job for showing up and being there
Yeah.
from Illinois.
Yep.
So that was pretty awesome.
Jennifer
And yeah, we had
Morales.
people
Yep.
from
Jennifer
Jennifer
Morales.
Morales showed
Two
up.
kids. She's a single mom. Well,
Mhm.
single mom with 2 kids, and she showed up. I mean, she is also one of my dear friends in USOA
Yeah.
Sister Queens. We reigned together.
Yeah.
Knew I was gonna see her there, but still, like, such. It was so good to see her, and
Yep.
oh my God, I just saw her and like tears come to my eye. Like, I just
Yeah.
love her. Yeah, love her. And I know, Maddie was there. Maddie Hernandez, who's another one of our USOA
Mm-hmm.
queens that
Yep.
I
She
reigned with.
drove.
She
She
drove.
said she went like 90 to get there in time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, like sorry, didn't mean to like call her out on her speeding. But sorry if that's triggering for you, Andrea. She got pulled over
She
yesterday.
got pulled over.
But and like Christy, and I always mess up her last name,
Savedra.
yeah.
Phaedra.
Yep, that one. She was there and she's been in the pageant community for many, many years.
She
Why there were not more
won Misses.
and she won. Why there weren't more people there cheering her on, I don't understand. Because she is always going out of her way to help people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I just stewed about this last night, and it bothered the heck out of me, and I don't know why, because I guess it's not really my place because I didn't compete or anything like that. But this whole thing was about sisterhood, and we have the best sisterhood. But where was everybody?
I
It
think
was so. I'm so sorry. Go ahead. Go
no,
ahead.
and I think I didn't in for me I had to work on that Saturday, so I came later in the day. But I
But you
feel there
showed
was
up.
a I did. I left work early. I didn't even tell anyone I was leaving. I just walked out the door. But I really am I gonna get fired?
They can't fire you. What would they do?
What would they do? That's true. But I do feel like people showed up for like the seminar part and then didn't show up for the pageant the next day, which is, like, yeah, but I'm going to call people out on that too, in that vein, Robin, and say that's kind of half-assed. That's a half-assed approach to this.
We
And
knew about this weekend for a long time.
Yeah.
and I don't, I was just watching Task, my new favorite TV show, and the main character, Mark Ruffalo, goes, sometimes, the best thing to do is the hardest thing to do, and it's to tell the truth. And I really did feel that. Like, you see there was so many contestants, and I mean, of course, you guys were the loudest ones in the crowd with Jennifer and Maddie and everything like that cheering me on. But it's
Naturally.
also the same time, it's like, you guys, like, that's the thing that makes the money for this new pageant is those ticket sales. And like, yeah, you're gonna have to, take off of your Saturday and Sunday, but you know what? You do that for the pageants you compete in. So why aren't you supporting your sisters full-heartedly? Autumn had a booth. There were so many people selling things on consignment. There was coaching and everything like that. And I think this really turned my eyes to see that for some people it really is about them, because they went to just like, the coaching for them part, or the where they could buy gowns just for them part, and it wasn't actually about cheering on the people that they knew or didn't even know were doing this pageant on that Sunday. And I get it, people have families and like you can't do everything. And take, people who couldn't do everything, thank you at least for being at the seminar, that's awesome. But you know what, like at the end of the day, like for me, if I wasn't competing, I would have been at the pageant part and I necessarily wouldn't have gone to the seminar part, because to me it's about cheering those girls on stage and
Yeah.
not necessarily, but again, like, yeah, to each his own. Well, what if your best friend was speaking and you couldn't do Sunday? I get it, but just try your hardest. Try your hardest to be there for everything. You both have kids. Andrea, you're married. You know what I mean? Like you're competing in a pageant soon, but you both were there the entire time.
Yeah.
So we don't know everyone's situation, everyone's story, but I just felt for us in the Midwest region having such a strong sisterhood that this was something that like, oh, like, our sister queens, like, we're
Well,
supposed to
I
be
mean, yeah,
strong.
you're
Like,
right.
let's,
Everyone
you
has
know what
a
I mean? I was
story,
kind
but
of,
did everyone have a story that day?
I mean, there
Get
was a
out of
Packer.
here,
I
Stacey.
mean, there was a Packer game on and you watched it in the background drinking a beer. So,
Yes.
you know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. You know what? Oh my God, I swear, Kat. Yeah, I watched the Packer game and cheered for every single girl that was
Yeah.
on that stage.
you guys did. You guys did.
Hmm.
For sure.
And yeah, I had a beer.
Yeah.
What is your deal?
I don't know. This weekend was so easy and so fun, but also it really kind of, for me, solidified like the core of the sisterhood of just
Right.
like there was everything that we did just felt so authentic with each other. And for Autumn to open her store to us
And
and
have the
host a
cocktail party.
party and
Yes.
let us shop. And it was just like, it was so fun. And I
Oh,
mean, Robin and I got to meet people, that we had not met because they were shopping at Autumn's, trying
Right.
on things, and we were helping them and telling them how beautiful they looked and things. And it was just like, these girls who had not known anyone, right, come to this, and they just left now with a bunch of new sisters,
mhm.
Right.
and it's
Exactly.
just it was great, and I honestly I look forward to it next year because I think it's gonna be
Yeah.
phenomenal.
We actually, so Susan actually, I don't know if she sent it out to everyone or just people who participated in the pageant part, but I mean, she deeply cares. Susan has been a pageant director for years, and she sent out a survey today about where, what towns we think would work better in next year and what do we want to change
The
about it. So,
Wisconsin Dells.
I mean, that was one of the choices. I think it was like,
That's
I
where
would
everything's
really,
moving though. Like everything's moving to the Dells.
Well,
yeah, I mean,
it's
which
the
is
only reason
great.
I suggest it was because in my mind that's where it was anyway.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think that's just such a great thing to do. I mean, she sent a whole, questionnaire about how to improve it, what we loved about it, what we didn't like, a little survey, which I thought was really great because that is someone who wants to obviously perform better next year. So
Mhm.
I'll be able to give my crown away next year, which is great. And if you don't think I'm not gonna milk my new title, like,
Oh, you better, because you earned that thing. You rocked it. I mean, I
stuff.
hope that there's some video that's going to be out at some
Hmm.
point because you were great.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you
Hmm.
were
Thank
so
you.
fun to watch.
You
So
were
fun
so
to
much fun.
watch.
I told you
Aw,
earlier today that I think this was one of my favorite times ever watching you on stage. I was just in awe of you.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
well, you guys
And
made me
you,
a great sign.
yeah, well, and I will also say, like Tina, you competed with Tina Perry,
Oh
who
yeah,
she had us just melting. She
they
Second
had us
runner up.
rocked.
crying. We were
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
crying.
crying.
Yeah.
The woman has
She
been working so hard on herself and she
glow up.
looked
Glow up.
phenomenal. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
she is the definition of glow up, and she I am really proud of her. She has set a goal and she is going for it. And I will tell anybody that's going up against her, you better watch out
I want that
because
down.
she's, I believe, competing for Galaxy again.
Mm-hmm.
And I will tell you
She's
right
gonna bring
now,
it.
I would be afraid if you're competing against her because
First off, we
She,
saw Tina. We were going up from the Sisterhood seminar to our hotel room. We saw Tina, and we all had to do like a double take. We all were
yeah,
like, Tina? Tina Perry? Like,
yeah,
that is you? And she is just, I mean, she's lost
yeah.
so much weight, and she was so funny. We were like, Tina, how did you lose so much weight so fast? And she just showed a picture of like cheeseburgers and French fries, and she goes, I don't eat like this anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
it was the cutest thing. Yeah, and she's just glowing. She just looks so happy. And you know what?
mm-hmm,
I got to be honest with you. Since I've known her since her daughter passed, that
mm-hmm,
was when I got into pageantry, and I have not seen her like this before. And
mm-mm.
Mhm.
it feels good. It feels good to see her finally like shining again, and it's almost like that's what she needs to do to finally get the crown that she deserves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she won the
So,
Shiro Award.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
she won the Shiro Award, which there were some other
yes.
awards given out this weekend at
yeah.
the Sisterhood seminar. And she, Crystal sometimes gives it out, sometimes doesn't if no one steps up to the plate. But she did. She won the Shiro Award just for being so supportive of our coach, Crystal Cavey. Had suffered a huge family loss, and Tina was there for her, but she's always there for her community as well. And it was time that she got recognized. So Crystal bestowed her the honor of getting the Shiro Award, which I think was very fitting.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree.
And of
So,
course, like and Crystal was like, "Where is she?" And everyone pointed to Tina, and you can just see like these
oh, she's
tears,
just
like
crying.
she's
I
like
know. I had
humped like
video.
this.
I took video, well, half video, because of course I'm that person that's like recording and then realized halfway through it that I never hit the record button. So I had to tell her afterwards. I'm like, "Hey, hi. So, I got half of that. I'll put it in a cute cap cut and I'll send it to you because
Yeah,
I have to do something with it because otherwise it just looks stupid."
yeah. No, you were so funny. That was so funny. I mean, yeah. I mean, I do think that this weekend was super fun. People got awards. People won like but I think at the end of the day, I don't want to hear any more state queens, no matter what
Hmm.
system you're representing, that there isn't any opportunities for you, because there was one and some of y'all
Should
didn't
have
show
been
up.
there.
So yeah,
Should have been there.
I don't want to hear it anymore. That's my PSA. That's
Yeah,
my
and now
soapbox.
if we do hear it, we're gonna call you out on it because
Yeah.
that's
Well,
who we
and like
are.
too, if you were there, you essentially are getting more opportunities now. Like we made so many other friends, right?
Yep.
Now we know what they're doing. Like it was just like this whole snowball effect now. Like it was there for the
Yep.
taking. And
Right.
you know,
Yep.
Yeah. You could have had a booth there for your own platform if you wanted. There was, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, but
A lot of people did. It was
a lot of
good.
people did. And you could volunteer. You could make your own appearances with them at their booths. I'm just telling you, it might have been small, but for the Midwest pageant community, if you are going to complain to me now as a current crowned queen that there is no opportunities out there for you, I will call you out, because that's what we do.
Yep.
Sorry about it. Should have been there. Coulda, woulda,
Yep.
shoulda. I have
Yep.
some opportunities coming up. You don't think for a damn minute that me and Christy Saveda are going to bake lasagnas together for Lasagna Love and our crowns and sashes? We're gonna make our own appearances. We're gonna do this. We're gonna deliver lasagnas together. Oh my God, yes we are. Yes we are.
Absolutely.
You create those
Well,
opportunities for us.
you guys have big shoes to fill because you are the first queens of this pageant. And I
yes,
believe this pageant is extremely important because it's about sisterhood.
yes,
Yes.
And there are a lot of pageants out there, but this one to me is extremely important because that the sisterhood is the reason people get into pageantry and stay into pageantry.
yep,
So
Hmm.
this pageant has the potential to be big. So you guys are now in that role to grow that pageant.
Right.
And I think, based off of the queens that I do know that were crowned, you guys can do that.
Yeah.
yeah,
And if,
So
if you don't think we're not, like, you're kind of crazy.
yeah,
But I love Chrissy Acevedo. We have, she does a lot of things with Lasagna Love, which I've done with in the past. So I'm super excited to work with her on that. We'll be going to the pageant event together, in January. Of course, I'll be there. We'll be at USOA State. I'll be helping out with the USOA state, but also adorning my crown and my new crown and sash and stuff like that too. So, I mean, yeah, we're gonna work it. We're gonna recruit, and it's gonna be around for next year. And I think it's gonna be, a great opportunity for more queens if we can get them to have booths and tell people about volunteer opportunities and all that stuff. It's not just a party. I mean, we had fun. We drank some glasses of wine, but at the end of the day, if you want to keep making pageantry relevant, you have to show up to the things that actually make pageantry relevant.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen, sisters.
So we did interview you after inter- interview. I'm like,
Yeah.
we did interview you after interview.
Yep.
So we didn't get a chance to talk to you though after that. Can you
Hmm.
go over a little bit about what it was like? Because we have never done a pageant together where it's been like having that fitness and everything, right? That's kind of newer for us. Like having what is it, optionals? Because we're
Optionals.
Ms. We don't do
Yeah.
a lot of optionals as Ms.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about what that was like for you, having that option.
So I okay. Full disclosure. What the reason why I love this pageant so much is like I don't remember where I was, but I think I was going to a wine store. I might have been at Trader Joe's last week or something like that. I was picking up wine. I remember having a wine bottle in my hand. And Susan, the director of the pageant, actually called me and she's like, "Hey, just wanted to check in to see how your prep is going because you're competing next weekend." And I was like, "Well, like it's going great. Like I'm like great. I'm having fun. Like this is, for fun for me." We got into a really great conversation about, how I'm using this to build up my confidence as a woman, especially since some things have happened in my life. I've gained some weight, which we'll talk about later because none of my gowns I brought fit me at all. Um, Again, this is not about my weight. I feel great at my size. However, that moment is kind of like a sinking moment. But at the same time, I was like, oh yeah, on the phone with her, I just decided to sign up for fitness in that moment. I was like, yeah, I'll just do it. Like, why not? It was only $25, right? And so if you remember, my budget was 500. So I spent, at that moment, I had only spent money on registration fee and I had only spent money on makeup. Both were 175. So I was like, I have some room in my budget. And I had convinced myself in my head that my gown from nationals in May was going to fit me. So I was like, I have $125 to spend. $150 to spend at that time. And so I was like, I'll throw $25 at fitness, whatever. And in my own head, and I didn't read anything about this, it just said fitness wear. And so when I got to the actual pageant, there was girls in swimsuits, and I had this beautiful one-piece swimsuit that I bought from Autumn's for like $350. That's one shoulder, has this beautiful cape, it's all bedazzled, and I like could have worn that because I own it and it would have fit me. But instead, me and you guys went to Target and we bought. I mean, I had
But
my
you
own.
made it look so good,
But
though.
yeah,
You
and I had
looked
this
so cute.
cute little like zipped crop thing with like matching pink socks and like white tennies, and I didn't win fitness. But I had never also I've only done swimsuit. I've never done fitness before, so I kind of wanted to stay in that realm. But we found something the day of
Hmm.
that was, I had my own Lululemon pants that I brought, and I had my own swims or my own gym shoes. So I just bought cute matching socks and like this cute little like tight tank, or not tank, but like long sleeve zipper up thing. It was super cute. In the moment, it was on sale. Like I spent $20 on it. It was awesome. I
Yeah,
loved it. I even wore it home, like in the car, because I thought I looked so cute in it.
you did look cute in it.
I did. I looked
Yeah,
super
Hmm.
cute. It made my
yeah.
boobs look really good.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
Hmm.
yeah.
So I kind of signed up in the moment and then like didn't really plan, but I knew there was going to be a Target close by, so I was like, I'll just buy something on the way there.
I love it. That's
Probably
how I
not the
roll.
best. Like if you're planning on like doing like a bigger pageant, that's probably like not the best advice. Is like just go to Target, but that's what I did. So
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe, yeah. If you're doing like a USOA or a USA or America, maybe be a little bit more
don't do
prepared.
yeah, don't do that. But if you're doing one of these, like it's a smaller pageant, but there was a huge multi-state following behind it. I
Yeah.
mean, to be fair, and I don't mean this as a rude comment, but there was more people in this Ms. division than there was at like some of the pageants that I've competed that are like bigger in name.
More than that was in my USOA Ms. when I competed.
Mm-hmm.
So
It was
yeah,
the same amount of people that competed when I won USOA Ms.
yeah,
Wisconsin. Mm-hmm.
yeah. I mean, when you open up a pageant to the whole Midwest, you're gonna get more people. It's nice, right? Like
It is nice.
it's nice. You get to get more bodies in there. You get to get more competition. I like those pageants where we open it up
And I
like
like
that.
those Minnesota girls too, and those Ohio girls. Like,
Yeah.
they're, I mean, man. And the crazy thing is a lot of them are either moms or single moms, and their daughters are doing the pageants. And so having
Mhm.
that like younger division there really opens you up to getting more Ms. And the Mrs. division was quite big at this
Yes, it
pageant, at the
was.
American Sisterhood pageant, which was amazing. And so if you have those littler divisions, it opens you up to get the moms into it as well from like a business standpoint. And a lot of those women were moms. And how empowering is that? I mean, some of these women, have two or three kids and they're hustling with their kids and they're still going on stage looking glam and showing off like their own confidence at the same time. And I just thought it was quite beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was great.
Yeah.
Loved
Yeah.
it.
Why don't you tell everybody what happened with the evening gown?
It's so embarrassing.
It's not
It's
embarrassing.
not embarrassing. It's real life.
It's
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 you don't
one
think
of my
that's happened to people
favorite
before?
stories.
So, okay, I have two custom gowns that I wore both at USOA Nationals both years that I went, so last year and the year before. And I mean, like my first year at Nationals, I was like really working out. Like I got down to like a 2 and a 4. Like my interview outfit for USA Nationals was like a designer 4, which is like a 2. You know, it was this beautiful gold fringe gown. I brought it. I knew it wasn't going to fit me, but like I brought it anyway because it's really stretchy. There's like skims inside and
Mm-hmm.
it's two layers. There's like skims and a zipper with like hooks and eye, and there's another zipper on the outside. So I thought there was a chance. There was actually no way, hell on chance I was going to wear that. I tried it on. Robin tried to zipper it.
I did.
Not happening. But then my other gown I wore last year when me and Robin competed at USOA Nationals, and I thought there was a chance, and there was just not a chance. And so Robin has seen, I don't know if Andrew has ever seen me at this point, but there's a lot of times last time me and Robin went to USOA Nationals last time, there's points where like I get really anxious and
Yep.
it's like this stressful moment where I know it's like we have to make it either a decision or something's got to happen or I have to figure it out on my own. I'm just going to do it. And it's not that I'm angry, but I'm like, you're going to have to help me or I'm going to have to walk away in this moment because I have no time to figure it out by myself and I will just figure it out. Like I'll figure it out. And I think the best thing was the two of you were like, no, 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 you're just going to put this on. It's going to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
So,
exactly how you guys said it to me. And I was like, oh, okay.
well, so I have to tell you something funny. So I brought that gown because I knew this was going to happen. Um, so funny. It's funny because you and I were the same size at nationals. I do not think I am fat. I don't think you are fat. So you and I seem to remember your dress at nationals differently. I remember even though we were not fat, we had a hard time getting that in the back because he did not measure you properly to get
Yeah.
that back done.
It was like they're completely custom gowns. It's like he
Mm-hmm.
made him in his basement where like he kills people.
And
You
he
know what I
knew
mean?
it when
Like
we were in your basement because I remember looking the look in his eye when he tried it on, and I was like, "This guy knows he screwed up." And I was
because
like, "But I wasn't gonna."
he based it off of my measurements from the gold dress that he made
Mm-hmm.
me. So
So I remembered that, and I was like, I didn't know at the time that you were gonna bring those dresses, but I kept thinking to myself, like, she probably will because she doesn't probably have another option at this point. So I'm wearing that dress to give up my crown. So I had no intention of necessarily selling it. But
yeah.
I figured if I make it look like I'm going to sell it, then maybe you won't know. And then we could just act like, oh, I brought this. You could try this. No. The whole reason was because I felt like you were going to end up needing to wear it because it's so stretchy. Anybody can fit into it.
And you were gonna fit, and then I saw I put the dress on and we were like, great, it fits. I changed out of it. And then for some reason, I don't know why I was on the audience. I saw Andrea and I was like waving at Andrea. I had my car keys in my hand. I was like, you need to get this cape that I know is in my trunk. Why was it in my trunk? I have
Fate.
no idea. I have
Fate.
literally, and then I was like, if you can't find it, just come back because I don't even know if it's actually in my trunk. And Andrea, like, I like part of this dressing room, like not the dressing room, but like the holding area, like there was like glass and you can see, and I just saw Andrea like walking across the parking lot with the cape in her hand, just like beep, 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 beep. I'm like, she found it. It's actually, she comes like, yeah, it was right on top. And I was like, what?
It was perfect.
I
Yeah.
yeah, it was kind of crazy. It was very much like this is the way it should have happened, and it was kind of
Hmm.
like fate because remember because we had to take all of my shit out of my trunk because of my spare tire, and it was in my spare. It was in like discombobbled and everything, and then it just ended up right on top when we put all my shit back in my trunk.
Which, by the way, we never did tell everybody about that story. We remember we last episode we were like, we got to tell people about that story. We never did tell them about how you got a flat tire, and I showed up in a cocktail dress to change your flat tire while a state trooper sat in his car and watched.
He literally had the audacity to be like, "What do you want me here for?" I go, "I don't know. Maybe because it's freaking I-90 and there's cars going 75 miles an hour and I'm a little girl in a cute dress and heels. Like maybe you should just put your little flashy blinkers on and make sure
Yeah.
no one runs me over." Okay?
Yeah. Like, folks, I want you to picture this. Two girls in high heels and cocktail dresses
Coming from
on the side
Andrea's
of the
birthday dinner.
highway in the dark,
Mhm.
okay, with a state trooper in his car just hanging out while we in cocktail dresses and heels are getting out the tire and the four-way iron
But
and
you know
just
what? It was really funny because like most of the things in my trunk were pageant clothes. So it's like just taking out
yep,
sparkly things.
yep,
Like,
getting like I'm like getting out the jack and everything, and we're
yeah.
just in here, and I'm sitting here, I'm like just cursing out, and I'm a big police supporter, and I am cursing out this cop. Like, are you seriously just sitting there while we are doing this right now?
And then
But then
he
I'm
has the
also telling
audacity.
Jillian, I'm like, what do you mean you don't know how to change a tire? Like,
Oh, I don't know how to change a
so
tire.
here I am. I'm like, this is hilarious. I'm literally like, Ms. Wisconsin is going to be changing your tire on the side of the highway. This is hilarious. But then, right when we were
Ms.
about to go
Wisconsin
change it
is
up,
changing. Ms. Wisconsin is changing Ms. Former Ms.
former Ms.
Wisconsin's tire.
Wisconsin's
Yeah.
tire on the side of the road.
Yeah, thank you.
But then, right when we were about to, we got everything out of the vehicle. A tow truck showed up, and he comes over with like a better jack and everything. And
Yeah.
he's like, "All right, I'll take it from here." I'm like, "Yeah, you will." But then it turns out that she was missing a piece for her wheel and everything, and
Yeah.
so he's like, "I can't change it. We have to whatever."
He
And so
was
we ended up
so
having,
nice. That tow truck
yeah,
driver was really nice.
he was so nice.
Yeah.
Like, the cop could have learned a thing or two from him.
Yeah,
Which,
he
by the
was
way, I
not.
forgot. I wanted to walk over there and be like, "Give me your badge. I'm Karen," but I didn't. So, but yeah, we ended up. But then we had a nice drive to Madison. It was great. It all worked
That's
out
great.
fine.
It did. And then I picked up my
So
car and spent $600
yeah,
on 4 new tires, which is actually quite a deal. So
it is. So it was fine. But that
Now
was
you're
a really,
safe.
yeah, and it was. But it was just such a random. Like, the funny part though was, like, we got a message from Jillian, you guys, and this is so Jillian. My car broke down on the
That's all.
highway.
That's
It
it.
broke down. It was a
Okay.
flat tire.
What would you like to do?
and I didn't know it was a flat
Car
tire
broke
because
down.
I've
I have a flat tire are two very different things, Jillian.
I've never heard the sound of a flat tire before. Like that's never happened to me going 75 miles an hour. Like that's never happened to me before. I've never experienced that in my 38 years of life.
Okay.
So I was like, what's happening to my car? I'm like, I can't drive this. Like, what did that sound? Like, what is happening? So I just like pulled
Oh,
over the
shucks.
side and I was like, why is my car so sluggish? Like, what's happening? I had no idea. I had no idea it was a flat tire until like probably like I would say a good 10 minutes into the ordeal.
Okay.
Because and then I was too afraid to open my car door because like the other car is going like 75
Yeah.
miles an hour next to me. And Robin literally came to my car. She goes, "What are you still doing like in your car? Why won't you open your car door?" I was like, "There are cars like right there. Like
I
right
literally was
there."
standing right next to the track.
Yes.
And I'm like, what? Like, leaning on her car door. I'm like, what's going on here? Like, what's the problem? Like,
And I'm like, I can't go out there. I'm gonna die. And she's
I'm like,
like,
no, they'll get over. It's fine. Like,
I'm like, but
I,
I won't. I
I
won't.
just,
Yeah.
I learned that day I have no car danger apparently because I was just like, whatever.
I have car danger. I'm so afraid of cars. Like, even
But
driving home from the pageant on Sunday, I was like, there's nothing happening. It's just dark. I'm like,
see,
like the whole
and
time.
this is why I drove to and from Vegas.
That's why. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why. That's why.
This
Yeah.
is why we have the friendships we have. We all have
Uh-huh.
our roles.
Yes, everyone has their
Andrea,
parts.
yeah, Andrea's the mom. She's getting us energy drinks. She's making sure, like I busted a jumpsuit at this pageant and Andrea
Yep.
had to cut me out of it.
Yes, she
Robin's
did.
giving me like good advice and I'm the one that kind of like brings us all together,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You
you
guys
have really good ideas.
I do. And you
Yeah.
guys need I do have to say thank you for making the really great signs and cheering me on this weekend. It was
Yeah.
really
Oh, it
quite
was so
great.
fun.
It
It was
was
so
Yeah.
really fun.
fun.
Blahs.
Blast.
Who snorted? Who snorted? Yeah.
Robin. Yeah, definitely. Andrea's the mom. She had to cut me out of that jumpsuit. She's like trying to zipper me up. She's getting people to help me zipper me up in this jumpsuit. Robin's like, definitely like, you need to know how to change a tire. These are the dad facts. Like, how do you run your life as a normal human being? Like, you should know this. And I'm just like, I love everyone.
Well, and didn't we? And it's funny you say the dad facts. Weren't we in Vegas? Wasn't I unclogging our toilet too? And like stop it. I stopped it from running because my dad's a
Yes.
plumber. So I'm
Yes.
like pulling off the top and I'm like playing with the ball
Because
cock and
I
everything.
clogged the toilet.
Yeah, that was right. You're right. I'm a dad.
Yeah.
I'm a
You're very
I'm a
handy.
dad.
You're very handy.
I'm a
You
dad.
are. You're
You play
you're
both roles.
you give like dad energy.
Is this why I'm single? Wait, does that make me gay?
No.
Because
I
I'm a
mean,
dude?
no, I think you just have like a lot of femininity too much where it's like turned against you.
Got it.
Like
So
you're
you're saying I
such
need to tune it down. Next time I clog my toilet, I have to ask the man for help. Next
No,
time
that's what I'm
next
saying. Like you're such a feminist and you're like, I love being a woman. I'm gonna do this myself. That it's like giving off men
it's
energy.
not I love to do it, it's that I know how to do it.
Well, yeah, and sometimes you have to do it because men suck.
Well, there's nobody here to do it. And I ain't
Right.
gonna pay somebody to do it. My dad taught me this stuff.
Right.
And
Exactly.
that's very good knowledge.
Yeah.
Very useful.
My dad my dad's one of those dads that literally taught me to be single my entire life. It's like he knew.
It's like he
Oh.
predicted this for you.
He's like, you know what? This kid's not right. We need to prepare her for her life.
We need to prepare her for singledom.
I think it was when I set his woods on fire twice that he was like, you know what? Something ain't right about that kid.
No, she likes fire too much. Way too much.
No man's land.
Better teach her to unclog a toilet and to change a tire because no one will do it for her.
She's gonna be alone with her cat.
That's okay.
Good.
Still a beauty queen though.
Yep, that's right.
Mhm.
Somebody gave me a crown.
Mhm.
That is true. That is true. Someone gave me a crown this weekend. Whoopee!
That's right. That's right.
It's actually right here underneath
It's
my.
gorgeous. It's
Can you
gorgeous.
maybe put it on
Yeah,
for
please.
the fans at home,
Please.
please?
Oh yes. Wait. I also have a huge tub of laundry in front of me. So.
I thought she was gonna say lard.
I literally thought she was gonna say that too.
Oh, laundry because we just came back. God. Okay.
I haven't unpacked my car yet.
I did
Oh my
that
god, mine's
today.
completely unpacked. Everything and put
Of
away.
course it is, Mom.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun.
So pretty.
It's beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful? It's
That
so
is a
Uh-huh.
beautiful
good.
crown.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. And if you don't think I'm not gonna milk this for all it's worth, I mean, for this pageant, other people have to recognize like we didn't have to sign a contract. We don't have to do anything for the rest of the
Oh, that
year.
must be nice. Sorry.
Can you say that out loud?
I just
Um,
did.
But I mean, they really did treat you just as well as any state title that I've ever won. So, you know what? Like, the other thing I'm going to say, and I think it's might be controversial, don't knock these small pageants. I mean, there was more
Yeah,
contestants in our Ms. division. I mean, there is six,
Oh
seven
God.
of us, like than any other, big name state pageant. I got a cash prize. Like I
that's
got
nice.
so much stuff. I got this cute little even like desk that folds out so I can do like work on my laptop in bed. Like all
Oh,
this
that's
like
nice.
if you don't think I'm using that, like you're
Oh,
dead
you
wrong.
totally are.
I will.
That's
You know,
awesome.
I
you just
got
made me think about something though. I gotta say something about the contract thing. I'm actually surprised that there's not even like even when you did your application, there was nothing. So that kind of worries me just a little bit because I actually was talking
what?
about this with my director. Um, because the contract protects the pageant. So that
Yeah, but
worries me a little bit.
they're like you can like they're like you don't have to do anything ever again if you don't want to. It's like a contract about like they're not making you do appearances. You don't have to have an Instagram. If you want to, you can. But I also think that they don't do that because they also run like I was there. There's nothing anyone could say. Like if you went on social media and you're like, "Fuck this pageant, the American Sister pageant," be like,
Yeah.
what do you
No,
why?"
I
Like
know that now, but I just wonder maybe if down the road they might want to reconsider that if this becomes bigger
if it
because
becomes bigger, sure, but it's kind of like the Triple Crown that we went to, last year.
yeah.
It's, you know what I mean? It's not meant to, you're not going to a national pageant afterwards. You're not
Yeah.
campaigning to be a national queen by any means. I mean, technically is a national title because I competed against, people from all different sides, states and
Mhm.
everything like that. But again, it's just one of those things that people use to prepare themselves for larger pageants. You know what I mean? Like, at the
Mhm.
end of the day, like, yeah, you won, but you're not committed to a whole year of service. But you can do it if you want to.
Yeah, I found myself because I think in the shower. That's the
Mm-hmm.
only time I
The
really think.
best thoughts.
Yep.
Yep.
So tonight I was taking a shower because I switched from my morning shower to my evening shower because of daylight savings time now. Now it's nighttime showers until the spring. Anyway, so you guys probably didn't need to know that part of my life. Anyway,
No,
but
guys, it becomes like midnight at like 6:30 p.m. now.
yeah. So now, yeah, so it's nighttime shower time. So
Yeah.
anyway, so I'm in the shower night and I actually was thinking about my contract with USOA.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like going back and forth about it in the sense of like sometimes I'm like I like that fact that I have it and sometimes I'm like no, it makes me angry, back and forth with it because I was talking about it with my director this weekend.
Right.
But at
No,
the end of
I
the
heard.
day,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, if I were running a pageant, I would do the same thing because it's
Yes.
protection
But
for
think about
you.
how many women compete at USOA. It's like 30 versus like literally Robin when you were there, it's like almost close to 200 girls.
No, I know. I'm just saying as I know, just in general, though. I mean, because like the reason I'm bringing this up is because the contracts in general in pageants come up often.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, they do.
So, and I get asked that a lot. Like people have asked me, they're like, "Would you do this get pageant again where you're under contract?" And I always say no. But in the shower today, I was thinking about it, and
Right.
I'm like, I might be looking at this the wrong way. I
Yeah.
might be looking at this just from my point of view which might not necessarily be how this should be working.
Well, there's a lot
So,
of different points, in a contract that we have both signed,
mhm,
that there's clauses in that contract to protect a lot of girls from bullying, quite frankly, which really helps. Like, there's something in contracts, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say this out loud, but it says that like two state title holders cannot. I think this is in a lot of contracts. Two state
yeah,
title holders cannot be in a group chat with like some other one. So like
I like
if
that rule too.
if I was a current state title holder and Robin
Hmm.
was a current state title holder, we couldn't be in another, doesn't matter what division, another group chat with another current state title holder and then bringing more people in if there's
Hmm.
not a person on staff within that group chat. Me and Robin can text back and forth, right? But let's say the
Right.
three of us were title holders, we couldn't have a group chat, and that stems from a story of actual bullying that happened at a national pageant. So,
Well, and I agree with that rule because things will get out of hand. They
yes.
absolutely will. And because we know how us women can be.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing you
Oh,
want is
there
for
was
a
a ton of
pageant.
there was a ton of bullying that happened at the Sisterhood pageant, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And it's just like,
Yes. Yes, it did.
Jesus, out of
Yes,
like
it did.
for no reason. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
like, guys, calm down. Like calm
Yep.
down. And
Yep.
I do think like, now that I'm getting into like, me and Robin are almost in our 40s. Andrew, you're in our 40s. Like, obviously, as women, we've stepped away from that for a long time. But like, even women in their 20s and everything like that, they're still kind of finding out who they are. And I think this was a great example because like, there was a time that like all the women who were in their 40s and like, mature 20-year-olds are at the end of the bar having a good time, and like there was a group of like early 20-year-olds in the back, and it's like, yeah, go ahead and gossip what you want back there. Like, us actual women like are gonna be over here enjoying each other's company, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
and to be fair, I think that's kind of why I won. Like, I didn't I don't know. I made this about like sisterhood, and like I pointed, like I got crowned, I like pointed you guys out in the crowd, and like, you know what I mean? Like, it really was just about being there for each other in sisterhood, and it was a good weekend,
Yeah. I agree.
regardless of contracts or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It was
you
just
know,
a thought, you know?
it is. No, it's a great thought to have. And you know what? It makes you kind of appreciate your current situation.
It does. And actually that's why, because there can be ups and downs in someone's year per se,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Yes.
just, yep. And I don't know, and like I'm getting to the end of my reign, and I'm starting to feel that part where it's like, oh, maybe I will be sad when it's gone.
You will. You
And
will.
because I've been burnt out, that the past month I've been really burnt out, so I've been like, oh my god, I'm ready. And
Yeah.
now I was thinking about it, and I'm like, maybe I've been looking at this in the wrong light,
Yeah.
and I'm actually probably really gonna miss having this whole thing, and because I've been recruiting a lot for
Yeah.
USOA, and I don't know, I think maybe I'm gonna actually miss it more than I thought, and now I'm like, maybe I want my contract to live on. I don't know. Can I have this?
I mean, and I will say, as someone who's won a state pageant for, a huge national system, came back as like, I bought my Ms. Midwest title, at large. There is a difference.
I
There
am
is
not
a difference.
competing again, but I just want to be a part of it. I don't.
Yeah. And you know
I
what?
want to
I
be very
think
clear about that. I don't. I just want to be
that's
a
why we
part of
made
it.
this podcast.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. I don't know. There's just so much to learn yet, too, even on my end of things, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's what's called growth and maturity, Robin.
oh yeah, well, yeah. I just definitely will say I learned in the shower tonight that I'm not gonna let the any of the bad things that may have come up during my reign overshadow the good things.
Right.
And that is an important lesson I think everyone needs to learn,
Yeah,
because you have control of your reign,
absolutely.
and you have a choice. You can let the other people's control your reign, or you can. And
I mean,
I'm not
to be
going to let
fair,
anybody
this
control
all
me.
started because I had such a great year as USOA Ms. Wisconsin that not only did I recruit the two of you guys to USOA, but then we made a podcast, and then I decided to go back. So let's all get the record straight. Like, we have a great time at these pageants. It's just, yeah, you're right. You can't let the people dictate your reign, Robin.
I don't even know how I went off on this tangent. I might have the ADHD.
I like it.
You
Me?
like my you like my
I
invisible
like it.
illness?
You're like, I was in the shower. It's
I
great.
just like I
No.
just like to talk about my shower experiences with everybody.
Hi, buddy.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So
That's true. Well, we had a great time, and
yeah.
I wish I want more seminars like this, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe if there's I don't know, more things we could do like this, it would be great. But then people complain that there's too much, so I don't know. But I really had a great
Well,
time at the Sisterhood seminar and pageant, obviously because I won a title. But
yep. Well, we have the pageant event coming up in January. So
yeah,
that's actually right around the corner if you really think about it. So,
Yeah.
then we'll
and
be
that
there.
is one of my favorite events of the year. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll be there. It'll be super
hopefully,
fun.
and that is usually a very big event where everybody comes out. So, hopefully that has a good turnout this year. And
We'll have new USOA state queens from Wisconsin and
mm-hmm.
Illinois
Yeah.
joining us. I mean, it's just a huge, all the Galaxy queens will be there as well. We
Yep.
always have NAM, Crown
Yes.
Jewel, America's Most Beautiful. Like everyone's always there too. So it should be fun. But
Yep.
I do think I was talking to Kari today, of course, my other bestie. I don't know, guys, maybe I'll do Galaxy.
I would like to see you at Galaxy. I thought we already told you you had to.
Is it? I don't know, but it's in August. And that's like in the middle of my wedding season for work. So
Ooh,
I'm really,
that's tough.
that's tough. Like, I like, that the USOA, Wisconsin, Illinois is in November because I usually don't have a wedding. But for me to get like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off in the middle of August is like tough. So,
Well, and I'd say this, that's a tough pageant.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to start prepping right now. Well, maybe after the holidays. Let's enjoy ourselves some Thanksgiving.
yeah, let me enjoy some Thanksgiving and maybe I'll make a final decision.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything official yet in this
Right.
podcast, but I'm putting the
Think
thoughts
about
out there.
Go take a glass of wine into the shower and then make a decision.
I'm enjoying an Oktoberfest right now and I'm thinking about it.
It's got to be in the shower. All the good decisions come in the shower.
I'm a morning shower person. Andrea, what do
Well,
you?
that's just
I'm a nighttime.
I
Because
can't drink wine at 6
I
a.m.
can't do this hair in the morning. I have to do it at night. Like it's
Oh,
too long.
your beautiful hair. Yeah, you have nice hair. I
Sorry
I
for
took
broke down for me.
my extensions are gone. I have short hair right now. Yeah, I'm
me
an
too.
oh oh look
I
at
also have no makeup on and I'm in my pajamas.
me too.
Me too.
I love when we do this because every single one we have of our videos on YouTube, I look like I just woke up.
And I'm usually coming from work, so I look kind of okay.
So it's just
I
funny
took
because
a
we
nap.
talk about like us being title holders and queens and stuff, and every single one I have looked like the world has just run me over with a dump truck, and I'm just like, this is why we don't have comments on our YouTube because I don't want people to be like, "That's a queen."
You're a working queen. You're a working queen. You put in your day, and now it's time for you to relax.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Put your
it.
day in. It's
Thank
now.
you
It's your
for
time to come
thank you
down.
for defending me, best friend.
Mm-hmm. You're a
That's
working
what
queen.
happens.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit. Well,
All right, well,
I need another beer and then I'm going to watch the rest of my John Wayne Gacy show.
yeah, I'm gonna put
Ooh.
my child to bed and then I'm gonna start that. So
Dude, it's
Ooh.
on Peacock.
I know.
Also, can I be a guest on your other podcast?
Sure. Yeah.
You don't sound excited about that, Robin.
No, you can.
I love true crime, so.
Yeah, I mean, is there a certain case you want us to cover that you want to be a part of, or do you have a favorite serial killer?
Of course I do.
Great.
I joined Chi Omega because of Ted Bundy, so.
Okay, we have not covered Ted Bundy, but Molly's going to do him because that's her favorite serial killer.
So can I just like chime in with like my
Yeah,
tittle
we
bits?
haven't covered any of the like big ones before. I did Ed Gein, but he's not a serial killer. I did him early on, but we don't do a lot of big ones because everybody knows them. We like to do a lot of unknown ones. So, but I have two big volumes of serial killers you can look through if there's one you want to find that
I know, I was reading it in your car.
that's right. Yes,
Yeah.
I keep it in my car, folks.
Mhm.
Yeah, it scares people away from trying to steal my shit.
I love it. I love it.
She's just as crazy.
You
She's
know
just
what
as
book?
crazy.
Do you
So
know
like
what book I'm reading
we
about I'm reading Shadow Under the Bridge, the true case about the Delphi murders
Mm.
right now. The true crime book. It's super sad.
Yeah.
That
So I read that all morning and then took a nap around 11 because I couldn't deal.
I'm reading a book right now, The Mind of a Serial Killer and How one becomes one. Not because I want to be one, just because I found it at the library and I thought it was interesting.
Ooh.
you need to understand them.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's for my podcast. It has nothing to do with anything else, I swear.
One of
Research.
the funniest things that Robin's ever said to me is that if she goes to Mrs. America, her state costume is going to be Jeffrey Dahmer.
it's it's a good state
This.
costume.
Everyone would know exactly what state you were from.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duh.
Duh. Duh. Well, on that note, I'm Jillian.
And I'm Andrea.
And I'm Robin.
And thank you for joining us on Jarbreakers.
Good night.
Dad Breakers.
Sleep tight.
Don't let the Dahmers bite.
Oh, God. Oh, that's dirty.
That's very dirty.
Oh my God. Bye.